Hi, I'm Chris Armstrong, QA strategist at Provar. Now, I've been a tester for 17 years and I've worked across the entire software development lifecycle in many different industries, and test automation has been a key component to the success in my career. Now, many companies are looking to implement test automation, but they don't necessarily have the information that they need or the right ways to design a framework in order to gain success, and very quickly decisions can be made that can set you up for failure. Now, today we're going to look at 3 preconditions for test automation framework design that will set you up for success. Now, before you write a line of code, stop. The most important thing you can do is get an understanding of what it is that you need to achieve. What are your key requirements? What are the goals? How can you measure the success of your automation? And once you've established what you need to establish that what it is you can achieve. And all of this should be done tool agnostically, language agnostically, and even to a degree skill agnostically. It makes the most sense to understand everything that you need without considering those things first, so then you can find the most appropriate solution for you to solve your problems. Now, I used to work for a multinational corporation that had a big automation dream. Our dream was to take all our small satellite offices, take our automation teams and make a platform team that could design an underlying part that would be configurable and would work for all our different local instances. And then we would have just one maintenance group of subject matter experts who could support and update throughout the whole of the globe. Now, myself and my colleagues from around the world, we spent a bit of time talking at the beginning about what are the dreams that we have for this project? How can we make this project a success? And the first thing we talked about was gathering the requirements, understanding the people that are going to be using this tool and working out what it is that they need today and what they'll need in the future. And so we set about reaching out to all of those different people and understanding who they were, what they needed. Failure, however, was what this project was destined to be, because a tool was chosen without requirements. This happened at the same time as we had started to gather those requirements. A tool was selected that required no cost because we owned the IP, but it was not an appropriate tool for our department or our industry. It had been working in a different way with a different product and had been sold as something that it couldn't be. As we gathered our requirements and we put them next to what the tool could achieve, we realized that all those things that we had hoped we could achieve were not going to be available with this tool. Now, a decision on making that tool destined us to fail. And it was something that meant that working together with those end people, it also just wouldn't work. But working with people is important. We talk about collaboration, and actually working with people who will be impacted by, directly impacted by, and using on a day-to-day basis the test automation from the offset is the right way to work. Had we done that before a tool had been chosen, we know that we could have chosen something that would have been more impactful, more set up for success. But there's other reasons that bringing people on board from the beginning of a project like test automation is important, because having change done to you rather than being a part of change, it gives you an ownership sense. And we really believe that quality of products belongs to the whole team. It's not just the QAs. It's not just those people who are doing testing. It's not just a gatekeeping thing. Quality should belong to everybody. And if we all feel like an ownership of the test automation framework, that will help that culture of owning the quality. It will also help with buy-in for new people, gaining early adopters and allies and people who will be able to spread the good work that you're doing with your work, because we need early successes to build upon in order to make a bigger successful automation framework. It will also help when we're talking to management and other people who maybe only are byproducts of our automation, where they just get reports. If we have something that we believe in and we really see the value in from the beginning, then we don't have so much trouble with convincing the people that maybe write the checks. But we also need to think more into the future. Automation projects should be designed and then implemented with the future in mind. And they should also be treated with the same respect and rigour as production code. We should be looking at test automation and saying, if that test fails, there's something wrong with my production code, because I believe that the tests are made to give me that information. And I shouldn't be saying, this test failure means there's something wrong with the test, I need to investigate the test. That's the wrong way to work. That's a time void. Now, getting it right early isn't always easy, so we need to set ourselves up to be able to learn from our mistakes, learn from things that we work through. Testing is all about gaining information, learning information, and using that information to inform future decisions. We should be building for the benefit of people who are yet to come, or even for the future versions of ourselves. I don't know about you, but work I was doing 6 months ago, if I looked at it today, I'm not sure I'd be able to just pick it straight back up again. We should be building with scalability, testability, and maintainability in mind. If I'm working on a small component for my automation, is that something that I'll be able to reuse in the future with something else? Will it be configurable for different things? Don't forget, small architectural changes can give you big wins in the future. Sometimes small short-term gain for long-term gain is the right way to go. Now, remember that in an increasingly complex Salesforce testing ecosystem, a tool alone isn't going to help you to implement your test automation design without the correct planning that we've discussed today, including having a roadmap for your testing requirements, the importance for early buy-in, and how to future-proof your test automation design. Those things will set you up for future success with your test automation. At Provar, our unique Salesforce-aligned architecture and unbreakable tests can help you implement your automation framework quickly. Whether you're watching this talk as a Salesforce admin, doing painful manual test execution before a release and looking for an out-of-the-box fix, or a developer looking for custom-coded solutions, our Salesforce test automation experts at Provar are here to help deliver quality products for your business and your customers. We love feedback, and we want to learn more about how we might be able to help you. So please reach out, get in touch, and let's see how Provar can help.